Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting live and episode 12 of the Insomniac Quilting Series, where we get in our pajamas, hang out. When it's late, can't sleep, I feel like doing something. This series is just me doing random, whatever I feel like it things. And tonight is something new, although I should be finishing previous projects. Tonight's something new because I'm bored. And sometimes I get bored of previous projects and need to start new ones. I think we all have this problem. So get your pajamas on and join me while I make a mess of this pile of fabric that you can see right in front of me. Hi, Anne. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Janet. All right, guys. I have to use my tablet for this today because all day for the last, I'd say probably now we're at 18 hours. My phone. Okay, so I made a video. I'm not going to show you guys what I made because I'm not going to spoil the fun when it finally does finish. I edited a video. I hate editing videos. Oh my God, let me tell you, it is the most annoyingest thing in the whole wide world. And because I'm sick, my head hurts. I just don't want to edit videos. And while I'm sitting there, my nose is dripping snot. And I'm like, can we be done already? Can we be done already? So I'm doing this video. I pressed the save button because I'm completely done editing. Took 2.5 hours-ish to edit it. But as soon as I press save, it saved for about 60% and then it gave up. I don't know what happened. So I tried again. And this is hours upon hours upon hours of time going by. Press save again. Hours go by again. It stopped at like 60%. So when CJ got home, we come to the conclusion, well, maybe I have too many videos saved in the edit program itself. So I deleted all those videos. They're saved on my phone as it is. So I deleted all the videos from the program. And still, my video now, this is like 18 hours of this, is only at 65%. That's it, 65. So I'm keeping the phone open all day. I've been touching the screen to keep it open, hoping that it's going to pass the time it was on already. Oh my goodness. So there's either a mess up in one of the videos that have been combined to make one solid video or something. I have no idea because I'm not a geek. And nothing against geeks. I'm just not a tech geek. I don't know how to fix things or edit things or do anything right. So I'm just going to let it sit there. And if it doesn't work, then you guys don't get to see the video. Actually, I'll have to just go through and find out what happened. You know, like re-edit it or something. But either way. Anyway, enough said. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Misty. Yes, it's a headache. Let me tell you. So I decided because I'm bored of sitting in my room watching TV, watching the phone not move any percentage in like an hour. It's gone 1%. Went from 64 to 65 in like an hour because I went through a whole episode, went outside, had a cigarette, came back in, and it moved a number. So now it's going to be another hour before it gets to another number. And as you guys know, I am sick. So if you're coughing, sniffling, sneezing, unfortunately I can't control that. All right. Hi, Vicki. All right, so I have this pile of fabric here. Now you guys can see it better. And I have sticky notes on it because they were 10-inch squares, but I had to wash everything. Sometimes when I get fabrics donated, it has cat hair, dog hair, pet hair of any kind, and or it smells like cigarette smoke or mildewy, like it had set in a under a window that leaked maybe for many, many years. So I wash everything, and now it smells like the downy beads. It smells like vinegar a lot. Surprisingly, I can smell it with my stuffy nose. But I use vinegar, downy beads, and laundry soap, and I wash by hand in a tub. I don't stick any pre-cuts. I normally wouldn't wash pre-cuts, but there was a smell. So I just needed to get rid of it. I wash in a big tub. I fill it with water, laundry soap, lots of vinegar, and I wash everything by hand, and then I hang dry on the clothesline, and then I press everything, and it's clean. But it does lose a lot of size. So these have been sitting stacked over on a shelf, and I didn't even know, but they all have equal amounts. So this has 8, 8, 8, 8, in all of these piles, and these have 16 in each of these piles. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm bored. What can I make out of those darn blocks that are just sitting there stacked on the shelf waiting for me to do something with? I don't want to add an accent color or a fabric to these, because I think these, to me, personally, they kind of look like they were originally backing fabric, honestly. They look like something that would have been backing fabric or a blender fabric of some sort. So I'm going to go ahead and make something with these. And darn it all, if the notifications just don't come on while I'm trying to see the screen. So let's see what I can accomplish while here chit-chatting with you guys when we can't sleep in our pajamas with these blocks. Okay, so now that I know that this is a 16 pile, I can take these away. I didn't know every single one was going to come up to the same. I'm just going to tack that down up there so that I keep the 16s on one side and the 8s on the other side. And I'm going to stack them mostly on top of each other. And I usually go into all this with no idea. But now that I'm playing with it, I think I know what I want to do, because there is 16 and 8 and 8 is 16. Because there's 16 of one color and 8 of another, I think I'm going to take 2, and I have my iron on in case some of these, because they have been stacked for a while, I'm going to press them if need to be pressed, and I kind of need to press them a little. Oh, and I'm using squeak. Squeak is back, so you'll hear some squeaking, because in my video making process last night and yesterday, I kind of ironed some interfacing wrong side up. So I burned it to the iron. Oops. I'll have to show you. This happens, so just make sure you pay attention to your interfacing, because this is now stuck on my iron and it has to be super duper cleaned to get it off. So Mr. McSteamy is out of service until I clean it properly. And Squeak is back in service. This is Squeak, you guys all remember. Squeak. He still fashionably squeaks. All right. Anywho, let's find me a ruler, which I have one right here. 2 fabrics. And I am going to just, they do not match. None of these sizes are exact. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 random cuts. Or 2 random cuts, making 3 pieces. And actually, there's 16. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I'm just going to cut, separate, and they can be crooked, they can be straight, they can be whatever, and cut. I don't care, because I'm just randomly sewing. I'm going to swap this middle one and sew these together. Can you hold one of them up so we can see the pattern? So they are tone on tone. So this one's blue with light blue. And then this one is gray, oops, with light gray. I'm going to show you all of them. And then this one is like a yellow with yellow, but it's not really yellow. It's kind of more like a greenish tinted yellow. Like, I don't know how to explain it. This one is like a rose color. Actually, this one's more pink because there's another one that's rose color. And then let me click this thing off so I could see. And then we have a brown with tan. And I'm actually not caring when I'm cutting these. I'm not caring about the stripe, this part going down or being cut this way. I don't really care. This is just a for fun project because it's late night. So here's the rose color with a lighter rose color. Then there's a green or forest or hunter green, kind of all the same to me. And then there is like a copper with rust, if that's what you want to call it. So it's like a copper color with a rust color because, well, they kind of go together. So, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be orange, probably. So, those are those. There's 16 of some piles and 8 of others. So for now, I'm just going to take one of each, I guess, and put them together. I don't know. I'll just kind of take them and put them together. Our flowers. I like the wiggly line. It's good for machine quilting. Yeah, except I'm not putting them the same exact way. So this flowers are here going side to side, and these ones are going up and down. Why? Because I really don't care. So now I'm just going to sew them together. I'm going to try to keep this where I could see, sort of. Let's just bring it up here with me. Put these two together. And I don't care if I'm cutting crooked lines or anything, because I'm going to be trimming everything I do down. Oh, you know, it would help if I had thread. I had a different thread, and then I thought I changed it out, but I guess not. I thought I was ready for this tonight. Look at me. Guess I'm not fully ready. And I'm tangling myself as well. That's okay. So once I get sewing, I sew pretty darn quick. So, what you all doing up this late? You guys getting any sewing done? Oops. This wonderful little bird threader thing. So amazing. I love it. Works great. It's from Anna. All right. There we go. I'll sew these two. So I'm just chain piecing, save on thread. I'm going to turn them around. This one goes with this one. Cool part about putting opposite colors is I can see which one goes to what. And then put this one on this side. And I'm just going to keep going ahead and doing a ton of this, and then I'll press it real quick and show you. And you know, I gotta say, I was gonna get a knee lift. I have a knee lift for this machine, and I went to look for it, and I remember that the babies were playing with it one day on one of my shelves, and Scott moved it, and he don't remember where he put it. I need my knee lift so I can see if it fits on the table. That way I can stop reaching behind the machine. So I'm just gonna press these out because, well, that's just the way they want to lay. Kind of does not matter at all. Like I said, there's no exact measurement. I'm just cutting. I don't care what they turn out. So see, some are up and down, some are side to side. There's the opposite. Some of these lines actually end up meeting up. It's kind of cool. All right, so there's two. Now let's grab this gray color with this rose color, one of each. Lay them on top of each other. And I'm just going to cut again. I don't care if it's crooked, straight, whatever. So this block will be crooked. Because guess what? I don't care. All right, swap my middle and sew it all back together again. like super crooked. They're slightly crooked. Hi, Cindy. They're saying now. Made log cabin blocks earlier. Ooh, fun. Pamela says. And let's see, what was and? Let's see, I watched Huff Quilt episode Sunday night. Bought fabric last night and was going to sew all day, but slept all day, and now too lazy to get out of bed. It'll be my first puff quilt. Well, get your butt out of bed and get to work. If you're up, you should be sewing. Not really, you don't have to, but gives something to do. So I know I probably should like pre-cut a ton of these, but I'm just gonna one at a time. Well, technically two at a time. All right, flip this around, put its counterpart on there. Again, if it's crooked, it's crooked. If it's not, it's not. Don't matter. Okay, flip this one around, put its counterpart on. I have my 1/4" foot on here too, so it'll make things so much easier. Normally I don't press in between every block. I probably should just not, but I'm going to. Because you guys can kind of see me right here. I'll finish reading the comments in just a second. And so this is the things I do when I'm bored. So these two look great together. So they all ended up the same way on these ones. Like I said, I'm not going to care which way they end up. All right, now I'm going to grab the next two colors because I'm kind of just, I don't know if I want that one with that one though. I think I want this one with this one and the pink with the green, like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to redo it again, re-rotate them. So I'm going to do pink with green first. Line them up. Okay, put that down. I'm going to do 2 sets this time because I'm like right here. Okay, that way I can get more done quicker. All right, so again, I'm just going to cut 2 cuts. And I don't really care how they end up, if they're straight, if they're not straight. All right, so now I'm just going to swap my middle, and sew all these together. I'm just going to lay that there and bring this over where I can reach it. All right. And been cross stitching today. Going to sew tomorrow. Just chilling. Well, that's fun, Misty. That's what I've been doing all day. Waiting on this video that is still at 65%. Go figure. Vicki emptied pans, chain towels in the window. Can you put like pots or something, like all your extra pots next to your drips at your windows, Vicki? Or is it not that kind of drip? Pamela drank an energy drink earlier. Get the laundry done and still have energy. Well, get some sewing done then, Pamela. Run a mile around the block. I know you can't, but you can pretend. Vicki found some scraps going to cut 2.5" squares. Hi, Teresa. What we're doing? I am taking a bunch of what were 10" squares, but I had to wash them. They lost their size, and I'm sewing them together. Hi, Diane. I'm bored, and I feel like just sewing random, so that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting my pieces randomly and sewing them randomly. And then I will probably recut and sew them all back together again. Who knows how long it'll take me? Slow this down a little. This machine is like running away from me. Oh, it still hurts to cough really bad in my throat. And since I am chain piecing, let's grab this set too. Sew these together. And I know some of you think, well, don't you ever get confused doing that? Sometimes I do, and I lay the wrong piece down. I try not to. I try to keep everything right in front of me so that I can just grab and sew and start with the original piece. That way everything ends up on nicely. Yes, I got Squeak back because if you were here just a few ago, I showed I actually had a mishap with Mr. McSteeny. Therefore, Squeak is back. And I really thought I was going to wake Scott last night while I was recording, making the video that is taking forever to save, because I had to bring Squeak out because of the mishap. And yeah, it was squeaking so loud because Squeak is louder now than Squeak ever was because Squeak has been fixed. All right. Let me go press these. So you guys can still see me right here. I should have just put the iron where I was closer. There's two more. I'm trying to lay them where you guys can see, sort of. Alright, so I've done now green and pink. And the burnt orange and mustard yellow. It's actually like a spicy mustard yellow. Alright, so there's every color now. Since I only had 8 of those and 16 of these, now I need to match up these in pairs because now I need to minus an extra one. So now I'm going to take 4 of these, 1 of each, you know, if that makes any sense, because there's 16, and I'm going to match these guys up, and I'm going to try to rotate them around every time I do this. So I'll do 1 of each, but I'll mix and match, and then I'll do these and try to mix and match. That way I have an even equal amount, I guess. So I'm going to start with blue and gray and the peachy color or pink color with the blue. And again, just going to make 2 cuts. Again, I don't care if they're crooked or straight. And there we go. I'm going to swap my middle on every single one of these every time I do it. I'm just going to move my finished pile up over by the iron. That way I can have all this next to me in my reachable zone. Let's see. What makes my iron squeak? I'm new to your videos. Okay, so Squeak I've had since, oh my goodness, 2015 I got it. Yeah. Like at the end of 2015, I dropped Squeak. Squeak didn't squeak until I dropped Squeak. And then randomly, it was getting clogged because we have hard water here in Arizona. And I'm going to talk while sewing. And it kept getting clogged. So every time I cleaned it, the squeak got louder. The squeak ended up happening every time I pressed the steam button. So originally, it's a shark iron. So originally, the name just was the shark iron. You know, grab the shark iron out because I don't want to use the Proctor Select, you know, because that was my original. And just started squeaking more. And then I just named it Squeak. And then I've had plenty of irons in between because Squeak broke and cracked all the way, but Squeak is now fixed. The crack inside of it's been glued. And has been completely cleaned out, you know, because it has, you know, I use hard water here. And I fill my irons with water because I like steam. I cannot, I tried the whole spray water bottle thing, you know, where you spray your fabric and then use your steam button. It's not the same. So, yeah, I just put water in my irons and they clog up. But Squeak is the only iron that has ever made a weird squeaking noise. So that was the name of it. And then when I got my other one that my daughter got me, the one that's ruined now, the Black & Decker, I named that Mr. McSteamy because that one steams so much when it's cleaned. It has the most steam I have ever seen from an iron. So that one's Mr. McSteamy. And my fans out here helped me name it. I think Diane was one of them. It's here right now. So that's how Squeak got the name. It's actually my favorite iron. All of the irons that I have are either cast iron or starts the P. Porcelain. Squeak is metal. So aluminum or metal or whatever kind of metal it is, I have no idea, but that's what it is. And is my only iron. It's my only iron that has a nice tip. And when I say nice tip, oops, I don't know how I did that one. I'm not paying attention. When I say nice tip, I mean, and it's plugged in and hot, so I can't touch it. But see how the tip comes up like this? Nice point. I like that because it can get in easier, if that makes any sense. So yeah. But yeah, anytime I press the steam button, I think it's because it's stuck somewhere in the holes. I don't know. They're too small or something. So that's Squeak. All right, now I'm going to rotate this and match up the opposites. So now I'm going to put, say, this one with this one. And which color am I on? This one with this one. We're going to do 4 this time. 1, 2. And then we're on green and gray. And this color, blue with the rest. Okay. I'm not trying to care about these color orders here, guys. I'm just building something, but I am trying to cut only 2 of them. This is like way crooked. I'll just cut them this way because that's super crooked. I am trying to care about them all having a different cut and different size. So if this one's wide, the next one will be skinnier. I don't care where I'm cutting them. Just making them, oops, swap that. Swap this. Next one to sew. Swap that. That's number 3. Let's put this up here so I can reach it. Hi, Jim. Hi, Linda. I am working on a I'm bored project. I was tired of editing the video and waiting for it to work while watching TV because my head hurts. I have congestion, stuffy nose, cough, and pretty sure I have a fever. But tired of just laying there, so I figured, well, why not do this? All right, all these now can be sewn. Let's see, when did this join? I know you're allergic to lemon, but are you allergic to pineapple? If not, I heard if you drink some pineapple juice, it can help cough and break up the crud in your lungs. I'm not allergic to pineapple. I like pineapple, actually. Maybe I'll just put this right here so I can see better. It's just so big that it's hard to have it right next to me. I already read why my iron squeaks. I even added to so-called peanut butter chocolate shakes. That's for Vicky. What's working on? I already answered that. I guess I never heard it before. Dreaming McSteamy. I love it. Love Squeak. Yep, love Squeaky. I said hi to Jim. I live in New Mexico and we have well water. That is hard also. I don't put water in my irons for that reason. Well, I put it in mine. I have a bazillion irons and I clean them really, really good. I don't remember what video it is in. Maybe Diane will remember because Diane or Michelle or Teresa might remember. And not the Teresa that's here right now, but the other one. I clean my irons, especially with a vinegar and baking soda mixture in a cookie sheet. And I steam them while they're in there and then pour through them and steam them out and use all the water and vinegar run through while plugged in. I know that's the weirdest thing and I could probably electrocute myself, but an iron is meant to have water in it. So if it was meant to have water in it, why can't you sit the whole bottom tray of it in water? You know? So in one of my videos, I explained how I do that. I'm just going to go ahead and add the other side of these. Try to do this quickly and like. I'm just going to start adding them to my pile of need to be pressed. I'm just having some fun. I'm typically pretty quick with everything that I do, and you guys know that. Once I start something. Lately, I've been having a hard time finishing my projects, though. Because I don't want to be out in the cold while I'm sick, long-arming. So I've been just slowly long-arming things. So this will just end up being another one that I add to the pile of need to be long-armed. I do have backing prepped and ready for pretty much everything, though. So, except for the big, huge ones that sheets don't cover. size. Don't think I remember seeing that one. Well, I didn't show exactly how I clean them. I just explained it. I'll probably have to make one, but I don't need to clean my irons just yet. So when I'm ready to clean them, I'll make a video. I'll just need to be reminded because, you know, I forget everything. Not my fault. Made little blocks today. Lot of blocks today. And red pattern wrong. Hello. Dang it. Turning them in anyway. Maybe make pot holders out of them or something. Turn them in. What do you mean turning them in anyway? What are you making blocks for, Teresa? Jim, move it to one side. Wait, what did Jim say? I made a strip quilt that went wonky, then cut it up 6-inch blocks. Now I'm sewing it back together. Well, that's cool. At least you're having fun, like I'm doing. I enjoy chopping stuff up, sewing it back together again. And usually if I make something wrong, oh well. You made a new pattern too, Jim. I had to stop working on my wonky star 9 patch. I ran out of red thread, had to order more. Teresa with those block with swap of tea. Dusty's waiting on a powder package to come in the mail so I can try out a small quilt paper piecing. Love that I see, but need to do a small one first. This is my sew group. We make 1 or 2 blocks and whoever wins gets them all. If I trimmed it, it would have wasted several inches on one side. Interesting. All right, now, did I mix them up? Yes, so now I'm back to these sets again. So let's take out all 4. That way I'm equally taking from both piles. And this time we're going to put these 2 together and these 2 together. All right. See, I'm also trying to lay the blocks to where they're more equal because, like I said, they are not the same size anymore. Okay, so now I'm on these. No, I'll be through all of this in no time if I could just stay on track. I haven't even started on the blocks yet because I'm going to be recording it, but I have everything ready to do it. Just need to cut my centerpieces. And then look at the download for the blocks for cheap quilts because I don't have a way to print it, so I have to look at the download so that I remember what I was supposed to be doing and how big to cut things. 20-20 swap. You know, I was thinking about it, but for one, costs money that I don't have right now. And for two, I was thinking about it because she's sending everybody a specific set of colors to go in it and the specific borders and stuff. But when I think of block swap, I think of making a bunch of blocks just randomly, sending them in, them getting split up between everybody, and then everybody gets something different back. That's what I think of. So I don't know if somebody's sending me the supplies to make something that everyone else is making is the same, because I want it to be different, like my birthday quilt, you know? That's what I think about, where everything is different. So that's why, besides not having the money, I didn't do it. But I'm doing tea quilts this year. And if all goes well, maybe next year I'll do one of my own. We'll have to see though, because it's just me and I have so much to do. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but guess what? I need less than 100 more people to subscribe to my channel to have 1,000 subscribers. And I ordered the mount that hooks to my desk so that this can go on a mount and follow me. I just have to barely move it and follow me around the room with a good camera for my live feeds. So within the next month and a half, maybe, I will be able to live stream from any other device except for this dumb computer. So that means I'll be able to take you guys out in the garage when I'm long arming. So that's a positive note. I got 908 subscribers today. All right, I'm just going to pull one of each of these. And again, one of each of these. And pair. So this time we're going to do these two. These two. Those two and those two. Aha! Look at that. Oh, that one needs a little bit of iron. I definitely don't want to wake Scott with my sweep. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move them up so I can slide over easier. Oh, good night, Pamela. I didn't see that you were leaving, and I can't see everything from here. I've been working hand embroidery. Baby's thumbs hurt so bad. Oh, I bet. I bet under hot running water to soothe them. Hate this arthritis. I hate arthritis too. Trust me. It's a lot of work for one person. Wow, 909. Oh, so did you see it? What is that? Yippee. For Tiffany to do a swap. Ah, yes, yeah. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens throughout the year to be able to do one, probably for next year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with my channel. I saw that happening at least once throughout this whole time. All right. It literally got stuck up just a tiny little piece. Okay, now swap this. There we go. And one more. All right. They're all ready. Now to sew. Let's try to get this completely done. All right, let's see what it says. Awesome. Yes. I couldn't do it this year due to the cost. I'm doing the Fat Quarter Charity Quilt. Okay with it. Different back. Different thumbs up. Okay, saw that, saw that, saw that. There's a magnetic seam guide on your machine. I saw something there watching your videos today, wondering if they are worth purchase. I love my magnetic seam guide that I have one for this machine and one for my brother. Everyone says do not put it on a computerized system, but guess what? This is not computerized. There's nothing down underneath here that's going to come loose or get stuck to the bottom side of the magnet. It doesn't ruin anything. On my brother, there's nothing in the bottom that's anything that's going to be ruined by a magnet, because all the computer stuff is in this top portion of the machine. So I would say get one. This Juki has a 1/4 inch seam foot for it, but when I use my other 1/4 inch foot, which is this one, oops, come on, which is this one, it is very, very, very tiny. I don't know if you can see. It's a very small foot. It has no guide. I cannot sew a straight line. The reason why I use this is for big seams, purse making, stuff like that. And then when I do corner to corners or snowballing blocks, I use this foot. And when I have this foot on, instead of changing out the feet constantly, I use my seam guide. And I love this thing. Definitely worth the purchase. I actually got the first seam guide for my old brother machine because my needle didn't move back and forth. And the foot I had wasn't a 1/4 inch. It was like really weird. It was an old machine. So I had to have a seam guide because I did not know where a 1/4 inch seam was. And I'm screwing everything up. So I got it from my first machine, and then I loved it so much when I bought this one. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get another one. So I got another seam guide. And I love it. Right, it's a carpal tunnel on both ends. Have to keep moving or they lock up. Oh, which I feel for you. I have arthritis just in my hands. That's it. It would suck to have carpal tunnel and all that rest of that too. You guys are strong for dealing with that, because my hands with the nerve pain in them as well, they cramp so bad. My feet are cramped really bad today. Today has been a horrible day for my feet. Whatever Scott is watching, if he is still awake, I think he's sleeping through it, is loud. I'm going to go ahead and do these ones as well. Within my reach. You know, I love being able to just take something and no pattern, no plan, just throw it together and create something out of it. It makes me feel excited to see whatever's going to happen, because there's no picture to say, oh, hey, look. Nobody's saying, hey, this is what we're making today. So for those of you watching this video and my final results just seem so eye-catching, just remember to come back to this video. After the video is over, I will put a description of what I'm actually doing so that you can remember what video was what. Because these videos is like a TV episode. You never know what's going to happen in the next episode. So that's the only reason why I don't name these. They just have episode 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. watch the videos to find out what happens next. Which kind of makes it fun because you really have to watch them. And if they're long, oh well, gives you something to watch. All right. Poor thing, we have a cold. Hi, Barbara. I am super sick, actually. I don't know what I have. If it's cold or flu, I have no idea. I get sick all the time, so because I have a weak immune system. So I don't know what the heck I have. I was good for a while, but now I've been sick for more than a week again. Started with a sore throat and no voice. Like laryngitis. But it wasn't because I had a cough too and a runny nose. So I have no idea what I have. I just know that I'm sick, and if I'm sick for more than 2 weeks, then I'll go to the doctor. Because that's about, you know, a long time for me. So I'll go and get steroids or antiviral or antibiotics to bring me out of it because I've been sick so long, which it didn't help last time actually. Where do you get the magnetic? Look on Amazon. Just type in magnetic seam guide, or you can just type it into Google because you'll get tons more results under Google Shopping for more cheaper items because some of them are cheaper than others. I only paid $1 for mine, and it was $1 for the shipping. I don't know why the shipping was $1, but it was $1. So technically I paid $4 for 2 seam guides. Because the next time I went back and got another one, when I ordered the second one, when I got this machine, it was still $1. So depends on where you shop from. Let's see, I got a walking foot today. I hope it helps so I don't have to work so hard on the quilting. Walking foots do work. Hopefully it's the correct one for your machine. My old brother, I had bought a generic one because they didn't have a walking foot for that brand for that year. And the generic one did not work for the machine, and I was constantly having issues with tension, and it was like it would vibrate or something. I don't know what it was doing, but it would constantly cause me to have skip stitches, tension problems. Take it off, put a different foot on without unthreading and rethreading, and what would happen is it'd be perfect again. Put that walking foot back on and it would mess everything up. So just make sure it's the correct one for your machine. This one and my brother now have the new brother that I have. Both have the walking foots that came with the machine, so that's a plus. But the one for the Juki is loud. You guys have probably heard it when I use it, so I don't use it and I use the other foot to straight line quilt. Because the walking foot is a lot louder. It's louder than this is right now. All right, now all those are done. Let's see what we got to say. Are any of you going to California this week? I'm going on Thursday. Where is that at? I keep seeing it all over the internet. I know it's a big thing. Jenny Doan goes to it. Robert Powell goes to it. Everybody goes to it. The Quilting Cowboy will be at it. I actually don't know where to be. I headed to watch. Let's see, we had a flood in the basement tonight, and the cleanup was killer. Fibromyalgia, among other problems, and I'm hurting like a puppy right now. Barbara, I also have MS, and I have been in a flare for 3 weeks. I feel you. Yeah, and MS, I was just in a flare. I don't think I'm fully out because I've been having severe leg problems, but not the kind that are stopping me from walking. But I think sickness also kind of brings on extra, elongated problems that wouldn't normally be there. You probably know what I'm talking about. Sorry, a little bit too far to go for me, Teresa. But I'm happy to be here watched. So, what did Teresa say before that? Oh, okay, the flood in the basement. That's right. It kind of sucks. Hope you were able to get it all situated. Joanne sells them too. Yeah, check Joanne's for the seam guides. My specific one was listed. Hope it works. If your machine is computerized, the magnet can mess up the computer. If it's not a computer, you're good to go. Okay, and I just said this. The bottom part of computerized sewing machines in around the area that contain the feed dogs and the plate and all that, and then the spinny thing that's underneath, none of that has computerized parts. Computerized parts in most computerized machines starts over here on this side and runs along the whole entire top. This machine has a couple little it has the needle up, needle down button and the thread cutter, which runs off of a wire, because I've had this machine apart now. It runs off of a wire that connects up here in the top of the machine that tells something what to do right here, and then it's in the bottom corner on the other side, which has like a rotating knob that tells it what to do. So it's a long shaft that spins everything and gets it going, but right next to it runs like a cable that's telling it what to do, when it to go up and down. There's nothing computerized in the bottom, not on this machine, not on my brother, not on my last two machines. So I'm pretty sure you guys are safe, because this is metal anyway. Think about it. If there was something wrong and all this stuff is made with metal, why would they put computer parts in the metal area? It makes no sense. So, thanks for the info. Road to California's Ontario. Well, that's not far from me, actually. It's about 6-7 hour drive. I have a brother computerized machine, a high-end one, and a magnet guide came with it. Yes, they just come. Sensors. Yes, that's the word, Diane. It has a sensor, but the sensor computer part is this way. Everything else is just, it's nothing right here. It's just all metal components and stuff. And speaking of that, I have to throw some oil in here, because if you haven't noticed, it's kind of loud right now. I have 6 oiling holes on this machine, for those of you who are wondering, because it's Juki, so it has to be oiled. Supposedly you're supposed to oil it constantly, but I don't oil it constantly. I oil it like once a week, in between every couple projects. It is on my 8900. What is on your 8900? All right. I did these combined now, so now it's time to do these again by themselves. Oh. This time we'll put these together. Look at that. Ooh, that one's way crooked. Holy moly. Okay. But I'm cutting it, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that one's going to be a wide one. Like I said, I don't care how they turn out, because I'm just having fun with this. I'm going to turn my fan on. I'm kind of getting, I think I have a fever. I'm kind of warm. Vision on the Horizon 89 does have sensors. Okay. Oh, man. Any of you guys sick right now, too? I know it's cold in a lot of states right now. So I know weather does not help with getting better, because it does not here with me. It's not as cold as you guys. Some of you guys have weather, but cold enough to keep me sicker. I think the problem is if the wind would freaking stop. Where I live, it's like the windy city, let me tell you. It is always windy here. And with the chill and the wind blowing all the dust and pollen and everything around here. And then it rained today, so there's humidity. I don't think it helps. When people say use humidity when you're sick, that actually makes me worse. Unfortunately. Like, if I take a shower and it's too hot in the bathroom, which creates steam, which creates humidity, and I'm in there and I don't open the door directly after taking the shower to let the steam out, I will literally like gag to death because it's just too much on my lungs. It's the weirdest thing. I cannot do any kind of humidity whatsoever. And I think that's why I live here, because the humidity is only like, it's really low. It's like 22 or less %. And that's only because it rained. I mean, that's after the rain. During rain, the humidity level is like 80%. But that's typical when it's raining. 14 in Indiana. Whoa, that's cold. So I asked, and the dealer said no magnets because it messes with sensors and can even short them out. Better get some hot tea with honey. I actually don't like tea. Unfortunately, I have tried so many different brands. I just don't like it. I'm a water and juice and water. All I ever drink is water. I don't even drink soda or energy drinks or any of that kind of stuff. It just, I don't know. But I have taken just spoonfuls of honey. And I'm on really high dose of vitamin C right now, which I don't think is doing anything, but whatever. The husband likes it when I take my vitamin C. All right, we'll take one of each again, and then one of each of the other side, and pair them up. And for those of you who are interested in what I'm doing, I started out with 4 piles of 8 in each pile and 4 piles of 16 in each pile. So I'm kind of just taking one from each pile and then one from each of these and putting them together so that I equal the amount that I'm taking from every pile. And as you can tell, I am cutting them just randomly and sewing them back together after a middle swap. So now I'm just going to pair up some colors. I'm going to put those 2 together this time. Those 2 together. And I'm doing them right side up. Put this one and that one together, and this one and this one together because they haven't been together yet. I'm just pairing them up from each side so they have an equal amount. And I'm just cutting, whether the line is straight or crooked, it doesn't really matter. Just cutting, turning them into 3 strips, 2 cuts per block, just in case anybody is wanting to make something like this. I'm also making the sizes completely random, so nothing is the same throughout this whole entire thing. And I'm also turning, because this is kind of a directional fabric, so I'm kind of just turning the pieces if I want them flipped or if I don't want them flipped. I'm just kind of flipping a couple though, purposely. So just having fun with it. sewing them together. And this is probably going to take longer than I thought. But I'm having fun. I'm sick too. I had another last every 5 to 6 hours. Was passing out from just walking to the kitchen. Lungs are tight. That was a need to cough and a yawn at the same time. Hi. What time is it? I can't tell. 12 something. Okay. I'm just going to sew some more. Anybody have any questions about anything? I know late night like this, you guys are free to ask me anything. Start a conversation about something random. Anything that you would like to know about me or my machines, or how long I've been doing something, or have I tried something? Just anything. Get a conversation going while I'm just sewing. I can't sleep. Might as well talk while sewing. Taking vitamin A will help fight viral. I have Hashimoto's and fibromyalgia for all the time, hence being up late. Marie asked, do I ever sleep? Sometimes. I sleep probably 3 to 4 hours a day, but it's split up. It's not always at once. And when I do sleep all at once, it actually makes me feel weird. My body, because my hips are really bad, it makes my hips hurt for laying too long. So I try not to lay for long periods, even though it would be nice to sleep long periods. When you're asleep, you don't feel the pain anyway, because you're asleep. But unfortunately, my pain in my hips wakes me up, so it's hard to sleep because of it. But I do sleep sometimes. I'm a burst sleeper, so if I feel tired and my body feels weak and I know I'm ready, I will lay down and I'll sleep for 30 minutes or less. And then throughout the day, that happens a few times, but it's just like I close my eyes and I'm regenerated. I am on a new little thing I've been doing lately. I read tons and tons of, I've tried everything for insomnia, by the way. For anybody that's curious, I have tried every single home remedy. I have tried doctor remedies. I've tried every single medication they have for insomnia besides like 2 because my insurance won't pay for it. I've tried all sorts of stuff. Old wives' tales, so on and so forth, to try to cure my insomnia. Not napping during the day or not falling asleep when I have that urge. And so far, nothing has helped. Well, just recently I was reading articles because I've tried food combinations as well. And I read an article about pistachios. So I looked further into it. Pistachios contain 660 micrograms of melatonin in them, as well as they have antibacterial fighting properties, antiviral fighting properties, as well as something that helps people with type 2 diabetes. So I decided to get some. It doesn't matter whether they're roasted or not roasted. So we got bag. Pistachios are expensive though, so Scott bought me a single bag. It does not say on any of the websites how many pistachios does it take, so I've been eating half a bag, which is about 8 to 10 pistachios, honestly, because it's just a little like bag you get in the aisle when you're leaving the store, you know, the sample size bags. So the first night I tried it, I was on tons of cough medicine. I actually slept 6 full hours. 6 hours without even waking to pee. I always wake to pee. But I think it was because I was really on cough medicine. Like lots of it. Then the next night, I didn't take no cough medicine. I just ate the pistachios. And I slept 2 straight hours, woke to pee, and then slept another hour without waking, like without tossing, turning, or anything. So my third night, tried again, but I had to have some cough medicine because I could not lay down, couldn't breathe. And I also took some allergy plus like a sinus headache kind of medicine. And that combined with the pistachios, I'm not really sure if it was working. So tonight was going to be my night to do it without cough medicine. Oops. In hopes to see if there's a difference. So without cough medicine, so far, I don't sleep as long, but it's worth a try. It's $1 a bag, and it's cheaper than eating THC gummies or medical marijuana gummies, you know, or edibles, because that shit's expensive. So we can't afford it. So I'm trying the pistachio thing. And maybe I need to up the amount that I eat and maybe eat the whole entire bag the nights that I really want to try to sleep. But I've been trying to get myself on a sleeping regimen. It's not really working. Because when I want to sleep, it actually doesn't happen. When I don't want to sleep, that's when I get that strange feeling that I need to sleep. Okay, I started watching your YouTube channel because I got a King Quilter Elite 2 and love it. So I have learned a lot from you. Oh, that's awesome, Cindy. Yeah, I love my long arm. I just hate that I can't use it in the summertime. And I have plenty more long arm videos to make and show you guys, but unfortunately, I don't have a good enough mount. Every single mount that we have tried now, other than somebody holding the camera next to me, which distracts me from quilting, every mount that I have tried does not work. And I don't have the type of camera that other long arm quilters are using when you're watching other long arm quilters. I don't have a camera like they use hooked to a computer or wirelessly, whatever to whatever. So I don't know what other kind of mount, because I've already asked quite a few what kind of mount they have, and they just have like a special mount that holds the specific camera. I don't have that. So until I can figure something out, my videos are far and few between, but at least the ones I do post are so sort of able to see what I'm doing. You know, good enough. A lot of them are transfer videos. They're transfer videos from the Facebook group, because I can do live streaming from that, which I can't until I have 1,000 here, which is, I'm almost there. So then I'll be able to live stream long arm videos as soon as that's, well, as soon as I'm at 1,000, which is, I got less than 100 to go. So we're doing good. I'm almost there. But even then, I still kind of need a mount. The mount that I have does not hold the weight of my phone, and that's why it broke a bazillion times now. I still mount it, but my other mount is for a GoPro, and my GoPro does not have good video quality. Nor is it, I mean, it's Wi-Fi capable, but I have no idea how to use it properly. Cool info about pistachios. I may have to try that. Yeah, go look it up, Marie. Like, there is lots of information about pistachios. I even posted it on my personal Facebook page, and it's a public post so that you guys can see. There's a link to one of the articles that I found, the exact information on how many micrograms of whatever and whatever and whatever and whatever is in the pistachios, and it says American grown pistachios are the best. So I don't know what about American grown compared to another country grown, but pistachios grow like crazy in America, so maybe that's why. All right, let's put these two together and these two together. Actually, I don't think I've put these two together yet like that. I'm not sure if I have or haven't, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, why am I doing that? I have not done that this whole entire time. Guess because I'm used to putting right sides together. I saw that happening again. I have so many nicks in my mat right here because I'm always cutting on this side. So it's about time I erase the whole board, clean out the gaps, and then take it and soak it for a while. Show some love and like and share. If you're new, please. Oh, thank you, Diane, for reminding everyone. Maybe the quality is not as good as others, but your info is the best. Yeah, my quality, it's because I'm on an old laptop, and my daughter's boyfriend came over. I told him, I'm having all these troubles running my camera system and blah, 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 blah. Because I do have a ton of cameras for in here. Lots of them, actually. And I was like, I'm having tons of problems. I cannot figure out how to use the program. Like if you guys watch Mom and Pop, how they swap cameras and put a camera on camera. Well, I have that program. I don't know how to use it. I asked him to come over. He's like, oh, the reason why this is not working is because your computer's too old. It's not too old to hold the program. It's too old to run the program. So then I called my ex, who is a computer repair person, and said, what can you do to my computer to make it be able to run the program? Well, your computer's too old for me to add anything to it. It is. My daughter gave it to me. So unfortunately, I cannot do nothing about that. But when I hit 1,000 subscribers and I can live stream from any device, my cell phone is a new cell phone and the iPad is a newer iPad. So I will be able to live stream from better cameras. And I guess iPad live streaming is way better quality than any other live streaming. So I bought a mount that hooks to my desk and I can spin it. So I can either put it up there and you guys can see close up of this, or I can put it right here and you can see, or wherever. So I'll be able to move it around. And then you guys can watch live streaming in a little bit more clear quality, which should help change things for me as well. Although I do prefer live streaming, I still have to keep learning how to make videos. Oh my goodness, guys. Speaking of videos, it's at 66%. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's like 19 hours now. It's going to be another all-day event tomorrow. It's barely at 66% now. I think there's a problem with the video, but I don't want to cancel it out. I don't want to cancel out the upload thing just for it to not upload again and spend another couple days without my phone. It's a good thing I have 2 tablets and a computer if I need anything. But nobody can call me right now. It'll kick me off. So I'm hoping nobody actually phone calls me. Nobody did today, so that's good. And everybody knows I have a house phone for emergencies, so. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Diane. I just haven't done it. I'm lazy, and it's actually got a special, it's got tape underneath to hold it down so it doesn't shift because of the whole vibration from the machine being on this table. I'm actually having a custom table built. I don't know how long it'll be until it's built because it takes money, but it'll be custom for this room specifically. So if I ever go to another room, it will have to be taken apart to be taken out because the pieces are going to be put, made and then built in this room. So I don't know when that's going to happen. Sometimes the person that's making it does not have a lot of time on their hands if they work, so they don't have time to sit, but they have all the tools to make. So, but yeah, someday I'll have myself a custom desk, and it won't vibrate. And then I'm going to get a big, huge mat instead. I should have just bought the one that was at Tuesday morning for freaking $36. Oh. But I didn't have the money or a table to actually put that size mat on because it was like 60, and it was as long as my my ironing board almost, and as wide as, a little bit wider than this table. It was like really big. It was more than a yard wide by like 2 yards long. Okay, that was all those again. Yes, each. Okay. Hi, Abby. The like is under the picture you're watching. Not sure where it is. If it's not there. What? What are you talking about? There's a like not there? It just a bit blurry, but okay. I hit the thumbs up. I try to describe things though because of my blurriness. So like the colors, like I said, this is like a mustard color, you know. I try to describe things at least. I hit the thumbs up onto the video when I first got here. That's what I do when I go on to videos, is I hit the thumbs up on my way in. I have accidentally pressed the thumbs down before, but you can actually unclick your thumbs down. Well, at least I can. So, all right, let's cut some more. So now we're one of each again. Probably gonna have to stop after this though, because I gotta pee like bad. Oops, three. And I don't know how many different combinations I can possibly make here, but all right, let's put these two together. These two together. No. Yes, those two together and those two together. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to sew these last ones, and then I'm going to press and go potty and get out of here. Actually, get off of here and then go potty. Once I leave this room, I have to leave this room because of everyone's asleep and I can't be making a ton of noise. Most of you understand. Oh my, those are way off. Look at that. Ooh. Good thing I'm just going to subcut them again. All right, two more. Yeah, the reason why I'm always cutting on this end is because it's easier for you guys to see on the camera. Okay. All right. So all the rest of this together. Let's see if I missed anything. Hey Diane, glad to know I'm not the only one who can't sleep. Different places on different devices. Like I said, I can't leave the room. If I leave it, I can't come back in. Hi, slow down, Joe. Or I should just say Joe, because that probably sounds easier. I have to exit the live chat to get the thumbs up, then go back to the live chat. It's complicated. That's what my tablet shows right now. I have to leave it to come back. Hi, Patricia. Sorry, phone is acting crazy. Fayette, love to watch lunch from Walmart. I have to go back soon. Oh, well, I'm glad you can at least enjoy a little bit of the video while I'm here. I'm going to be leaving soon anyway, too, so. All right, let me sew all this together. Trash bag fashion lover. Do we have a name, trash bag fashion lover? And hi, I am sick, but I'm doing my thing. Oh, that does not look good. Maybe I shouldn't let go and read at the same time. Just call me trashy or fashion lover. Have you ever worn an unused plastic garbage bag as clothing? No, I have not. No, I will not. And Diane, can you take care of that, please? Just block or delete. Things they ask. So dumb. Right. Thank you, Diane. I don't have my mouse up here to be able to do it from the computer, and I don't know how to do it right here. I know if I hold my hand over, or my finger over it, it will cancel me out of the live chat. It's retarded. But every device is different. Sooner or later, Diane, I'm gonna have to make more people. Have you, Michelle, and Teresa, and Saneda are my what is the word for that? Helpers. I forgot the word. You're the helpers. I don't know the actual technical word. All right. I'm just going to get these last two done because now it's really, if I cough, I'm probably going to have an accident. Let's try not to cough while I'm doing this. Moderator, thank you. Okay, don't cough, Tiffy. Ooh. Hi, Delilah. You're not really late, but I'm going to be getting off soon. Maybe I just said that. Why did I have deja vu just now? Like I just said those exact words in that exact order. I don't know. Hi, Christine. How are you? I am making a random board project. Taking what was 10-inch squares and just cutting and cutting and sewing and sewing. Creating blocks that I'm going to cut up and sew again. And I'm not caring if it's a straight line or if it's a crooked line. And I'm not adding any accent colors. I'm only using the pieces that I have. So I'm not sure how big it'll be because it's more than a layer cake worth. piles of 16 and 4 piles of 8 in each pile. So there was quite a few pieces. They were definitely hand cut by someone because some of them have had the salvage still on them. So I'm just having fun. Well, thanks for entertaining me while I crochet. Okay, Cindy, you have a good night. I'm going to make a quilt. I am making me a quilt. Just finished 2 scrappy quilts. I'm very happy with them. Both are sewn onto paper, a small log cabin, and a string quilt. Ooh, Christine, you should share. All right, I'm going to just turn the camera so you guys can watch me press this whole pile, and then I'll go. Okay. And this is what I'm making. I'll just lay them right here, right there, so you can kind of see. Here, I'll just turn it just a little bit more this way. So I'm making opposite, taking 2 blocks and sewing, cutting 2 different sizes and sewing to each side, swapping the middle piece out. So I get 2 different blocks, and then I'm going to be subcutting all of this stuff and having fun with it. So this is what I'm making now. And I don't care if they're straight or crooked lines. I'm just having fun with it. And now I'm going to press the rest of all this. And here's one more set of them for those just joining. Is that a different machine? What, my Juki, you mean? No? I probably shouldn't use steam because it's so loud that I'm probably going to wake Scott. So used to pressing steam though. There's so many here to press. I'm pressing them all the same exact way, with the seams away from the middle. I don't think it's going to matter in the end though. So again, for those of you who are new to my Insomniac videos, or Insomniac series quilting videos, anything that I start in an Insomniac quilting series video, I finish or work on only in those videos. That way I can keep the 2 separated. So if I work on something in a random video during the day, if it's not an Insomniac video, it's not going to be a project that I worked on in the night. So if I don't finish this tonight, my next time I come on for an Insomniac video, it would either be this project and or something that I have previously started. The only one that I'm working on that I haven't finished yet is the Big Dresden. So I'll get to that soon enough. I just don't know if I really want to put white as my background on that, you know, because it seems like it would just be too much because it is all gingham fabric. And that, for those that are new, just joining, this is my iron. It's a shark, and we call it Squeak because he squeaks. And he's actually very loud. I might try not to wake anybody with him. But my other iron had a mishap last night in my video making. I actually cut that out of the camera, but I could have put it in the bloopers, even though I did do a lot of cussing. I got very mad because I accidentally did that. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here. I'll show you what I did to my iron while we're here. This is what I did to my iron. That is fusible interfacing. Yeah. And it's not going to come off. This is my Black & Decker. I'm going to have to scrape it off somehow with something. It happened while I was making a video last night, and let me tell you, woo-wee, I was mad. Very mad. I made a lot of bad words come out of my mouth. I was like, what did that? What? All right, let me read some of these comments. My iron is freaking out your dog. It's a good thing I don't have a dog because I wouldn't want to freak my dog out. Let's see. Okay, where am I at? Okay, I saw that. I saw cool. Tiffany is a different quilting machine now. The iron is called Squeak. The iron is freaking. I just put them on Facebook. Okay, I'll go look when we're done here. I think the video is clear, or my eyes are focusing better. I don't know if it's that clear, but my cute pants. Thank you. My mother-in-law actually bought me a ton of pajamas. So I have tons of soft pajama pants to add to my stack since I only wear pajama pants. Like, I literally wear them constantly. Not the same ones. I just, swap from pair to pair. So I have tons of them. And Squeak has my cat going also. I love bad words. Well, they come out, but I try not to make them come out because I don't want to make myself seem like I say shit on here, but I try not to say other words. If you soak it in vinegar, it'll come off. Do gone or take it out. Yeah, I'll do that. That's how I clean my irons anyway. Mine are used here. I need to get some warm PJs. It's 33 degrees, but it feels like 24. Yeah, I have to. I wear these in the summertime too, guys. Not that I'm cold because it's like 110 outside. It's in the house because the air conditioner is on for everyone else. So it's like 76 or 78 or 80 degrees, and I still get the chills. So I'll wear the pajama pants, but I wear tank tops. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I have to go to the bathroom and turn this room off because once I leave it, I can't come back in. Unfortunately, because it makes way too much noise. So I'm going to say goodnight to you all. I thank you for joining me for another Insomniac episode. This was number 12. I will finish more of my wonderful, just random blocks. They're all different. I probably did half by now, so I'll finish it all another day. Like I said, this will be saved for just Insomniac videos. That's what I wear all day too. The best, exactly. Love, good night. All right, guys. So thank you for staying up with me. It's time to rest, or you can keep sewing. I can't, but I'll see you guys next time. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, share. Bye, guys.